Bonjour à tous, aujourd'hui je vais parler sur le premier chapitre du livre Introducing Second Language Acquisition. Alors, je vais commencer avec two important concepts. The first one is L1, which is the language we learn without thinking much about it, and with very little conscious effort or awareness. The second one is L2, which is the language we probably learn also in a natural course, but more likely with the same conscious effort to acquire other kind of knowledge. So I'm going to divide this video in four main topics. The first one is what is SLA, the second one, what is a second language, the third one, what is a first language, and the last one, we are going to talk about the diversity in learning and learners. So, the author starts by giving the meaning of SLA. She explains that it is both the study of individuals and groups of people who are in the process of learning a language different from the one they learned first when they were young children. And literally, it refers also to the process of learning that language. There is another important concept that is target language. Basically, it refers to any language that is the goal of learning. She also explains that the scope of second language acquisition can be divided into important concepts, the informal L2 learning and the formal L2 learning. Informal L2 learning takes place in natural context. For instance, it could happen when a child from one country has to go to another country where the official language is different, and due to this constant interaction with others, the child picks up the language of that country. Then we have formal L2 learning that takes place in classrooms. For instance, here in Colombia, most of the students are forced to learn English in the school. In general, L2 learning involves a mixture of task settings and circumstances. The multidisciplinary approach to study second language acquisition phenomena has proposed different ways or methods to enrich the study of this subject. This is why she mentions some fields of study, such as linguists, psychologists, sociolinguists, and social psychologists. The first one emphasizes the characteristics of the differences and similarities in the languages that are being learned. The second one emphasizes the mental or cognitive processes involved in acquisition and the representation of languages in the brain. The third one focuses on the variability in learning linguistic performance and extends the study to communicative competence. The last, but not the least, focuses on the group-related phenomena, such as identity and social motivation. It also emphasizes in the interactional and larger social context of learning. Here we have some extensions of L2 depending on the function it will serve in our lives. This is important since this might affect what we learn and how we learn it. First, we have a second language. Basically, this is the official dominant language which is needed for education, employment, and other basic purposes. It is often acquired by minority group members or immigrants who speak another language natively. Then we have a foreign language which is used for future travel or other cross-cultural communication situations. Or it could be studied as a curricular requirement or elective in the school, but with no immediate or necessary practical application. Then we have a library language, which is more a tool for further learning through reading. This is mainly when books or journals in desired field of study are not usually published in the learner's native tongue. Finally, we have an auxiliary language, which is the one that learners need to know for some official functions, or will need for purposes of wider communication. We also have a language that is used for specific purposes that basically focuses only on a narrow set of occupation-specific uses and functions. Now I'm going to talk about the first language. Basically, this is the one that is acquired during early childhood. are usually beginning before the age of about 3 years. We also have the simultaneous multilingualism, which is the acquisition of more than one language during early childhood, and sequential multilingualism, which is when learning additional languages after L1 has been already established. There are significant differences between the processes and results of language acquisition by young children and older learners. Finally, what is learned and how it is learned is often influenced by whether the situation involves informal exposure or formal instruction. These learning conditions are often influenced by powerful social, cultural, and economic factors, affecting the status of both languages and learners. Now, let's finish with the following question. Why some L2 learners are more successful than others? The author is going to try to answer the question supporting on the dimension of discussion that we have mentioned before, such as linguist, psycholinguist, sociolinguist, and social psychologist.